Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa. This is my workshop. I want to start out this video right off the bat by saying thank you to everybody who sent me condolences and well wishes and so forth. We lost my little dog, Ike, 2 days ago. Ike was 15 years old, and he actually had not been doing well for a little while. And this was Ike. And he used to sit down here with me in the workshop. Actually, all three dogs would sit down here with me. I mean, if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know a lot of times it's a circus down here. I've got dogs and kids, and it seems like the whole world is down here sometimes. But anyway, I received a whole lot of messages and emails from a lot of you offering, your condolences and so forth. So I want to just thank everybody. It really helped with a difficult period, and I'm still digesting this whole thing. So thank you again to all of you. Okay, I actually have quite a lot to cover in this video, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of it. Trying my best to try to cut these videos down. Sometimes these videos run on for, over 20 minutes and sometimes over a half an hour. So I'm trying to shorten these things down a little bit. Let me start off with my friend Ken, Model Building in Retirement. I just got a shop card from Ken, and this is a terrific channel. Seriously, if you haven't checked him out, please go and watch his channel. He has some great stuff. Very relatable guy. I mean, you can watch him and you can relate to him on screen. It's a very enjoyable view to go and check out his channel. So check out Model Building in Retirement. And Ken, if you're watching, your 56 Del Rey is in transit. It's on its way. And the 56 Del Rey is right here. This is what I am doing for the Assemblers United group build. So this is all set and ready to go. It's been washed in the Dawn and water. It's been wet sanded. It's been primed and wet sanded again. I even went over the door panels and so forth with the scriber. Okay, back here on the trunk, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, I went over everything with the scriber to deepen the lines for panel liner later on. So now we're at a point where this is ready for paint. And speaking of paint, I just recently got in some of the Kaleido metal paints, and here's a few samples. Okay, this is metal color, red copper. That's what that is, red copper. Okay. And I only did a couple of colors. It comes with a number of colors, and I was going to show you the box with all the colors. I don't know what to do with the box. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it. And this is flashy gold. This is on a black spoon. All right. And this is gunmetal. Gunmetal is one of those colors that I just really like a lot. And let's see, what is this? This is gunmetal on, this is gunmetal on black. Okay. And this is scorched gold, also on a black spoon. And can you see that? It's got a little bit of a shine to it. Now, this was shot straight from the bottle. I did not add any thinner. I did not add any flow improver. This is straight from the bottle into the airbrush. And again, remember, these are acrylics, so look at that shine, right? Gives you a nice shine for an acrylic. And these are true water-based acrylics. These are not solvent-based. You can get a nice shine with, like a Tamiya, for example, but that's not a true water-based. That is a solvent-based acrylic. This is a water-based, and look at nice shine. Okay, so that's a few of the metals. And what I have here, I'll show you. If you remember, you all voted for the colors for the Del Rey, and you chose the blue and white. So these top two colors here are going to be the body colors. Rally Spirit Blue and Diamond White in the Kaleido acrylic, okay? And then we're going to move down here. This is Magma Orange. That's going to be my engine color, right? Can you see that? And this is Liquid Blue. Now, I want you to take a look at this Liquid Blue, okay? This is a terrific color. I really love that color. I didn't realize how nice it was until I shot it on the test spoon. And this is, my spoons are falling down. What is this? Tungsten steel. That's what this one is, all right? And then right below it is aluminum. Again, my spoons are falling down. They're getting, there we go. Get in there, aluminum. Okay, this one is aluminum, okay? And then we have Cosmic Black right there, okay? And this is the only holdout that is not a Kaleido color. This is a Vallejo Flat Black, all right? And I had to stray from the Kaleido colors for the flat black because, well, I needed flat black on this. And I didn't have flat black in a Kaleido color, at least not in the set that I bought. So those actually will represent the colors that will be going on this Del Rey. Okay, and here is my notes. All right, and I think I've got everything written down there as to where the colors are going to be going. All right, and just in case you're curious, you can pause this and take a screenshot of it. But these are the start of my notes with the colors. Okay, so what else do we have here? Actually, I'll tell you. Let me show you this. I was actually going to show you this, by doing a demonstration on camera in this video, but I think it's going to take too long for me to do this. So I'm going to do this in a separate video, but I want to thank Gallery for sending this to me. This is an airbrush holder. All right. And this is really pretty neat because I think this will hold even a trigger style airbrush. See, here it is on the back. And I think I think this one here on the end is a trigger airbrush, and it's got a little clamp. So this clamps underneath your workbench. So I'm anxious to try this out. It's still sealed. Okay, see, I haven't opened it yet. I wanted to open it on camera, but I'm not going to open it here and now because I don't think I'm going to have enough time to put this together and show it to you. So we will do this in a separate video. But this just arrived yesterday. So Sita over at Gallery, she's my contact person. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to getting into this. And I'm driving poor Sita. I'm just driving her crazy. And also on that note, I have to apologize to all of you. At the end of a lot of my videos, I tell you to go to the descriptions and look for, I don't know what to do with this thing now, to look for the link to Gallery. And I thought it was there. Sometimes my mentality is back in the 1970s. I know that putting a link on your channel is probably not a big deal for most of you, but sometimes Papa's a dunderhead. Anyway, my son Jimmy put the link on there for one of the videos, one or two back, and I thought that it was okay. It was there, always there. Well, apparently, I guess you have to upload it every single time. You have to put the link on there manually every time you upload a video. I didn't know that. I thought that once it was there, it was there. So I've been sending you folks to my descriptions to click on the Gallery link, and I guess it wasn't there because Sita sent me an email and she said, oh, the link isn't there. And I didn't know that. So I'm sorry to all of you who may have gone to the descriptions looking for that link. And I apologize to you, Sita. I'm going to get that taken care of. I will try to get that done this weekend. This is Thursday. So not only will I get that link up, but I will have Jimmy, my son, teach me how to do it so I can do it every single time. Okay. And speaking of that, you can, okay, if you go to Gallery, all right, you will get 10% off of anything that you buy, airbrushes, equipment, the Kaleido paints, all right? There's my discount code right there. Put that in, PPMW, that's Papa's Model Workshop, okay? If you put that PPMW into the, I guess they call it a discount box or a coupon box. It's right there at checkout, okay? You'll see it on there. And put that in there and you will get 10% off of your whole deal. That's pretty good. Okay, so anyway, I will get that remedied for you. What else do we have here? We have a bunch of stuff that just, came like in the last day or two. This is, I know what this is. I actually forgot about this. This is Model Masters, okay? Model Masters paint. And here we go. This is, I forgot what I ordered, so hang on. Bright Light Purple, Model Masters Enamel. All right. So I found this on eBay. There you go. Found this on eBay, and I jumped all over it because of the difficulty in finding these Model Masters paints. So I got quite a bunch of them. So, so what else do we have here? Every time I get a delivery that's left out front, my wife yells at me, "What did you get now?" So this next one I'm going to blame on Mark Batson from Hobby Dude 007. This is your fault that I got this. I was watching his channel, and by the way, if you haven't checked on Hobby Dude 007 channel, absolutely check him out. Great guy, one of the most upbeat guys that I watch on YouTube, and he's a tremendous inspiration for this hobby. But anyway, Mark, this is, hang on. Here we go. You know what this is? Look at that. Okay. Ultimately, this is really not that big. I think you could put this right underneath your arm and carry it. You know what this is? I'm going to show you. Hang on. That is a collapsible wagon. See that? Isn't that cool? I got that from Mark Batson by watching his channel. He said that he goes to a number of shows and that's what he brings. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. Because you know what? I pack up my stuff in a great big Tupperware container. And I, put bubble wrap in there and I wrap up my cars in bubble wrap and so forth. And I attach the whole thing to a luggage rack. And I pull it behind me, wheel it into the show. And it works great. But it doesn't work so great for when I'm leaving the show. Because when, if you go to a show, you end up buying a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, look at this. I bought all this from the last show. No, I didn't. But anyway, no, you end up buying a whole bunch of stuff. And in fact, I got a bunch of people who sent me different messages and so forth, killing me over the fact that Karen, I was making Karen carry all the bundles and packages of the stuff that I bought. You go to the shows and you get the bags and you can put it over your shoulders and so forth. And I think that was from the NNL East last April. And everybody saw her carrying all that stuff, and people were contacting me saying, "What are you making her carry all that stuff for? Why don't you help her?" I really did tell her several times. I said, "Karen, let me carry some of that." She wouldn't let go of it. So anyway, we will have the collapsible wagon now. And, sometimes at some of these shows, you end up like parking far away, particularly at NNL East. I mean, there's so many people there that sometimes you have to book a flight to get into the show, from where you end up parking. So that wagon will be great for transporting all of my loot from the show back to where I parked. So anyway, that is a site. I have no idea how you pronounce that, but that there you go. Okay, and this was not expensive. I think I paid, I don't know, $30 or something for it. So yeah, really good stuff. Okay, what else do we have here? This is, I know what this is. Well, I know what it is because I opened it already. But this is my USACC build, my kit for my USACC build. And this is, okay, hang on. I'm getting there. Okay, the USACC build is a 69 Camaro. That is what was chosen for the group build, all right? And here is mine. This is a Revel kit, and I'm really excited about this. Okay, there you go. All right, all kinds of good stuff. Back in my cruising days, we used to call this a Camaro. That's what we called a Camaro. We called it a Camaro. So I have my 69 Camaro. All right. So very cool. Oh, I just saw this. Look at this. I got a sticker. Look at that. Okay. I just found that in the box now. All right. Real cool stuff. All right. So that's my 69 Camaro for the USACC group build. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's take a walk back into the workshop and show you a couple of things there. Okay, so hang on. Okay, gang. So we're here at the paint bench, and here are our colors. Okay, and there's our Rally Spirit Blue and our Diamond White. These are going to be our exterior colors, okay, for the Del Rey. All right, and here's our Magma Orange, all right. That'll be the engine color. This will be our interior color, the Liquid Blue, okay. And these are our two metal colors, okay. We have tungsten steel right there, and this is aluminum, okay. So aluminum and tungsten steel, all right, and these are from the metal color line. And those will go on to various engine parts and so forth. This is the Cosmic Black, okay, same thing, various engine parts and so forth. Here's our lone Vallejo color. This is a flat black color, okay, and I needed the flat black because, you know, I typically will paint the chassis and so forth flat black. That's just what I do. And, you know, the engine compartment, I also make that flat black. I know a lot of folks make it body color, but that's just what I do. So I needed a flat black, and I didn't have it in the Kaleido set that I bought, so I had to jump over to a Vallejo paint, and that Vallejo paint will get just a couple of drops of flow improver. Now, these Kaleido colors are going to get nothing. They are going to be right out of the bottle. And I've tested a number of spoons and so forth. I'm anxious to get going on this on an actual build, because the spoons, you know, you shoot the spoons and you're only doing it for, you know, a second or two to cover the spoon. On a build, you are shooting for a much longer period of time than a second or two. So I'm curious and anxious to see how these perform shooting on a car body and, you know, the different parts. Now, let me clear this out of the way, okay, quickly, okay, and let me show you. Whoops, hit the camera. Sorry about that, guys. What I typically do is I will put all of my parts into an organizer. Okay, I clip everything off of the sprue or tree, whatever you want to call it, and then everything is separated by color. Okay, so these are the parts that are all going to be Rally Spirit Blue, for example. Okay, and what I do from there is, one of the first things I do is I assemble the engine. Now, I already mentioned that the engine is going to be in this orange color right here, okay? So before I paint the engine, I took all the parts, and these are all going to be the orange color, okay? See if I can get this. My fingers don't like to work anymore. This is what happens when you turn into an old fossil. And all of this that I'm showing you here is all going to be this magma orange color. So I am going to assemble these pieces here. And once everything is all assembled, then I will shoot the whole thing as one with this color. Now, what I do is when things are in this state before paint, this is the glue that I use, okay? And this Tamiya Extra Thin, what this actually does, it will actually soften the plastic, all right? So if you've got two pieces that are going to come together, watch me drop these now. If you've got two pieces that are going to come together like this, okay, the glue will soften the plastic, all right? And then when the second piece that you're going to put on, okay, comes into play, the two soft pieces will then re-harden and it actually fuses the pieces together. It's almost like welding, all right? So that is what I use for unpainted pieces. I have found that if you use this on pieces that are already painted, it will take the paint off sometimes. So I don't use this on painted pieces. I've seen some people use it on painted pieces, and if it works for you, then great. But I'm just giving you my opinion and how I do things. Now, for pieces that are painted, this is what I go to. I go to this super glue. It's the Loctite. I find that this works very, very well. Even with a painted piece, what I will do is I will take a file, okay, and I will file the piece, okay, that's going to receive the glue. I'll just, any paint that might be on there, I just want to file that off, okay? And it's not a bad idea to run over this with a file anyway, even if there is no paint there, because you just want to make the surface a little bit rougher to receive the glue. That's, again, just what I do. Sorry, I just had to pause that a second. I got something stuck in my throat, so I took care of that. The other thing that I have discovered is this glue for putting in clear parts, like a windshield, for example. And the thing that's kind of neat about this is it has this long applicator, right? And this dries clear. I've only used it a few times. It works very, very well. Other than that, I use the canopy glue sometimes. Hang on, that's across the room. Hold on, I'm going to pause this one more time. Okay, these are the other two glues that I use for clear parts. And both of these, in my opinion, work excellent. Okay, so it just gives you a few options to consider for clear parts. Okay, and I'm bringing this up only because I've gotten a lot of questions, or I've seen a lot of questions asking specifically about this. All right, and those are my three choices. Again, this is brand new, and I'm still getting to know this, but so far it seems to work very well. All right, and then otherwise, my Loctite super glue is what I use as my general purpose glue with parts that are already painted, and of course I just went over the extra thin Tamiya glue, and that's what I will be using to assemble this. And then, as I said, I will paint that as one unit instead of individually painting all of these parts and then putting it together. Again, just what I do. Okay, so I guess that's what I am going to cover for today. And yeah, we're getting up to the 24-minute mark. I like to try to keep these videos at 20 minutes or under, so I'm running about 4 minutes over that. And I don't want to run into a half an hour or longer. That's why I'm going to do that separate video for putting together that airbrush holder that Gallery sent me. So we will do that in another video. And I know that I promised that I was going to get the paint on here. So I went over all of the paints, all of the colors that are going to go into this entire build. All right. And I will do that in another video as well. So if you would like a shop card, here is, I got a bunch of dust on here. Here's my email address. Send me an email. I'll be happy to send out a shop card for you. Okay. And if you're a content creator and you want to swap shop cards, there you go. Okay. And one other guy that I just recently came across, you know I said that I'm kind of semi-retired from my business, but you know what? You end up in the office doing paperwork anyway, and that's what I was doing just the other day. And gosh, I was doing paperwork from like 8:30 in the morning till after 6, and I put on YouTube and I just kind of let the channel run over and over again while I was working, and I came across the channel's called the Otter Rake. I think the gentleman's name is Irv Otter, and he kind of kept me company for a good part of the day while I was doing my paperwork. And what a terrific channel. If you haven't checked him out, you should. So those are a couple of people that you really need to check out. The Otter Rake, Model Building in Retirement, and of course, Mark Batson at Hobby Dude 007. Those are just a couple that, I've been looking at, while I'm down here and while I'm doing some of my office work. There's a lot of other ones out there that are really, really very good. Dirt Road Cinderella is another one. Check out a lot of these content creators on YouTube. They're really, really worth watching, and you learn a lot. I watch because I like to be educated. I am basically, if you want me to get down to brass tacks and be honest with you, I'm a mediocre model builder. That's what I am. And I still am like a sponge, eager to learn and soak up new things. And that's why I continue to watch a lot of these people. And I learn from them all the time. So anyway, folks, I thank you so much for tuning in again and putting up with me. And I will see you in the next video.